next time. And then, apart from that, the states too should look at it in their all the civil service in the state, and then the local government, so that we have proper cleansing, and then we are able to bring people who are ready to do the job on board. But the civil service is rotten.
I could recall a report where the head of the civil service of the Federation and president of Dr. Folashade Yemes, she said something that close to 2,000 ghost workers exist in federal civil service alone. That is just, and that's the report according to findings, just like maybe it's a finding of a few years back. Now, and she made this statement applauding effort of IPPIS and the rest of it. Now, another question that comes to mind is this. Why are people leaving Nigeria for greener pastures overseas? Why?
The Jackpot syndrome.
Why? Why are they leaving?
Why would they not leave? You're asking, why would they not leave? You see, when you are in a system and you are not happy, you find yourself in a place where the system, there is a systemic, just you have said, there is a systemic failure.
Failure.
And then you are some people are ready to work. They are not being paid. They are not being remunerated accordingly.
Yes.
Look at it now. Since how many days we have been on the issue of minimum wage? Has anything been done to it? Still, workers have been subjected to this series of hardship with the same set of salary and with the skyrocketing prices of commodity in the market. And then you now see an opportunity outside, you will not go. But we need to improve the condition of service of our civil servant so that they will be willing and ready to serve the country. And they will be happy doing the job.
Doc, you remember the statement of the First Lady where she said even some Nigerians, the kind of jobs they do overseas are so dirty, and they still choose to go over there to do it.
If it is dirty and they feel they have satisfaction doing it, let them go.
They should proceed with it.
You see, what is the essence of having good job here and there's no satisfaction? Just satisfaction is what is paramount in whatever we do.
All right. Why I pick some messages on our WhatsApp platform. Okay, you can also send in. You can also reach us via 0913-6556-952 or send in your reactions. Go straight to the point. Be brief as possible. 0913-6556-864. I'll take a few messages here. This is coming from. All right, let's see this call. Hello, your life. You know where you're calling from. All right, sir. Good morning again.
That's part 2 of the first issue.
Part 2.
That's just the same.
All right.
The difference is that the first one, security operatives were involved. Then this second one, civilians were involved.
Okay.
That's the level of rot in this country. I retired from one parastatal. Let me tell you. All right. Obasanjo introduced this kind of IPIS to our system. So they forced, the accounts department to be submitting list of payments to us in admin.
Yes.
He brought it. I started seeing funny names that I never saw, that were not in my record. When I mentioned it, I am telling you in the name of God, the next month, they stopped bringing it to my table.
They stopped bringing the file to your table.
I'm talking of, I retired in 2013.
Wow.
So you can see the
and somebody else will be doing the job.
And somebody is signing now, but not me. I was the head. They removed it from me. And there's nothing I can do. If you report such, you will suffer for it.
Wow.
And that is danger.
All right.
So this country, we need prayers. So God bless them.
God bless you too. I'll quickly take some reactions. It says, I'm Omotosho from Gakambi. He says, good morning in the house. We shall give our nation the kind of leaders they deserve according to them. Quran says we complain about bad system and bad leader, but we also do all bad things. These things have been happening before Tinubu came to office. Are we putting the blame on the Jackpot workers alone? I'll be pausing here. So much to say. Another one there says, the idea of civil servant relocation to foreign countries has been in existence several years ago, but they are sons and daughters of who is who, in collaboration with senior officers of different ministries. This is from Prince Bankole or Kajola. Another one here says, he sent several messages. I am Adeyemo Aliyu. Problem is that there are two sets of laws, one for the poor and the other for the rich. or what we call asemalu. I don't know if I got that right. Asemalu. Any society that operates this way. That result. Have you ever heard of a chief or senator's son arrested, tried, and jailed? He also said there is no need for plenty grammar, but the heads should make reforms. Adeyemu Aliyu from Offa. Doc, maybe quickly react to all of this.
Yes, you see the Asemalu kind of thing.
Asemalu.
Yes, that is the immunity. When you have immunity, you untouchable.
Untouchable. You're a sacred.
Yes, the sacred one. So you see that has been the situation, and what we have been saying all along is that we need to sanitize this system. We need to all work, put all hands on deck to make sure everything works. Then those now it has been exposed. Over 2,000 ghost workers. People are located collecting money. They have names. They have records. Those who are paying the salary, those who are their direct heads, all of them, let's have their name published. Let's see the final result. Let's see the kind of punishment that is going to be meted out to them, so that we continue to see that it is not going to be just a head and nothing is heard at the end of the day. So let's see the punishment that is going to be meted out to them, so that others who want to do it will now stop doing it. So we need just to if we are starting now, it's not too late. Let's just start somewhere and make sure we sanitize the system.
May God help us. Hello, you're live. We are calling from. Good morning.
Joseph, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Bode Michael from Ilorin.
Bode Michael, right?
Yeah.
You're welcome. Please, you have the floor.
Thank you. I salute the guest here in the house.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
He has been doing a very good job there. Thank you. I think I wanted to react to the issue of those that are outside the country and they are still taking money from Nigerian treasury.
Yes, please proceed.
Yeah, I think the government, or can I use Mr. President, if it's not been sincere, it's not been economical with the truth.
How do you mean?
Thank you. What of those ex-governors that are now senators in Nigeria National Assembly, and they are taking money from two different places? Why is their own different from those people Mr. President is complaining about? We have a long list of them. They are earning money in the state where they serve as a governor, and at the same time, any money from the National Assembly. So I wanted to believe Mr. President is not being sincere.
All right.
That is my take.
Thank you so much.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay.
You see, that's another area.
It is.
He has even shed light again. Who is sure that Mr. President too is not collecting as a retiree from Lagos State? Is he not collecting pension as a governor, former governor of Lagos State, or as a retiree in the Lagos State government, and now as president of the country?
You can see states like Abia annulling that kind of act.
So, like some state legislature on it, and even like Kwara now, we have something. And there was a time there was a bill countering that. I don't know whether it has been stopped, but most of them, they are very smart. They use their national state assembly to pass a kind of law legislating it so that what they are collecting is going to be legal. So, but this is another area that he has really touched that we want to even beam our lights on and see if people are doing that. We need to stop it.
And Mr. President should be the one, will I use the word, championing this course? Because since he's saying you working overseas, you're not entitled to anything from here. Hello, your life. Anymore where you're calling from. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. All right, sir, you're welcome.
You see, I laugh whenever people accuse politicians of corruption.
Okay.
I laugh because people do not know the monumental fraud that takes place in government ministries and parastatals. I retire from public service. If you know the amount of money that goes into individuals' pocket in December, especially from December 21st to early January, you will shake head for this government, for Nigeria. We have these state vouchers for payment of jobs that are not done. State vouchers and effect payment for contracts that are not awarded. All these things have happened. And like I said, it takes more than one person to commit crime. There is no how any politician will launder money into any foreign account electronically that the bankers will not know about it. And these bankers are Nigerians too. Now, there are some local governments where workers collect salary from local government and draw salary again from the state.
Yes,
because all of these workers in local government are civil servants that are pushed here as a political negotiations.
Yes.
I think you are getting me to balance up their political appointment. It happens like that, and that is why you have huge wage bill in some states. So it is a virus. It is a virus, and I don't know how we are going to clear it.
We are going to clear it. That's why we're having this conversation. Thank you, Yemi Asaju. Quickly take this reaction. It says, good morning, presenter and the guests in the studio. Any contribution on our law enforcement agencies that they should stop provoking the gentleman on the road? No name here. This message came in quite early. Okay, good morning, Diamond. Without being derogatory, the police have become toll gates and the judiciary have become political parties. Peter from Tanke. Another one here says, good morning, sir and doc. The issue over the police brutality is showing that Nigeria is a manifesting state of nature as espoused by Hobbes. Hobbes, all right. I guess Thomas Hobbes, Dio from Offa Garage. We need to move on. But before we move on, Doc, let's keep that very next question. Maybe we'll touch on that later. Our workforce, so much to say about it, and we are clamoring for sanity. The issue of minimum wage is still there, on the pipeline. Let's leave that. I want us to quickly touch on this issue with the economy, where the presidency has been applauded, celebrated for selling out gold. Now adding about $5 million into reserves. How do you see this from the presidency? Not forgetting the fact that we are still owing in almost, let's use the word, in trillions, hundreds of trillions.
Yes, we want to appreciate Mr. President and his entire team for bringing back the National Gold Purchase Program.
Okay.
Revamping it is a very good omen for the country.
It is.
And we have been saying all along that we need to diversify. We need to just look at other areas of our strength, because in the SWOT analysis, when you look at your strengths, you look at your weaknesses, you look at your opportunities, and then you look at the threat. So all this using the SWOT analysis, that's where Mr. President is trying to balance the whole thing. We are very appreciative of him, and it's not only in the area of gold, the mining sector. He has even looked at the area of blue chip economy too, which is another area he has introduced into this economy. The maritime. By the time we begin to see the result of this, it's going to be good for the country. We want to thank him for that. This one. You see, the first commercial transaction that has delivered $5 million, which is around 6 billion naira, that can be used for other areas. It's good on paper. It's good that we hear it. But at the end of is it going to translate into meaningful development for Nigerians? That is the question that we always. They are very good project, good everything, but at the end of it all, we will not hear it. That's just going to be the end. Celebrating and launching and bringing and taking photograph. But at the end of it all, where will all this money go? How will that money help to solve our debt problem? How will the money help to cushion the hardship in the country? How will the money and all the effort help to reduce poverty in the nation? These are topical and questions that we need to ask Mr. President. We have been having, look at when he came on board with a lot of meaningful agenda into the economy. Like the blue chip I've told you, told you now, the area of revamping the Ajakuta steel, the area of mining. How will they solve the problem of these illegal miners? Look at Zamfara, for instance. Everybody now, and the rising temple of Madintri in Zamfara state is because of this gold. Zamfara is very rich in this gold. And the large number of what it was gotten here that was celebrating now is gotten from Zamfara state. What has the government do to make sure that it's not going through the it's not going through the back door, and some well-to-do individual will not be the one benefiting and not Nigerians at the end of it all. So we'll have this money, but at the end of it, we're going to the personal pockets. Just like the way the issue of fuel. I mean the issue of oil.
Yes.
When the oil was discovered, we now hear that at the end of it all, they were selling the crude to themselves.
Crude, yes.
They were selling the refined product to themselves. With the same thing will happen with this area of discovery in the gold. At the end of it all, it will be the mafia in that sector, the mining sector.
Nigeria currently, according to report, has about 600,000 tons of gold reserves worth about $45 billion. Which, if you convert to naira, you know how much that is. And this report is just from 2 major states, including Zamfara and Edo State. These are the 2 major states.
Even in Kwara here, we have lithium. I said it on one of our program here too. That lithium is the kind of lithium that was discovered in Kwara here is tested and one of the one that is of good standard outside quality. The country. But what does the Kwara State government do? What we hear is that we have areas in Kwara State here now in some Chikanda, Gosu and all Kwara North here. Illegal miners are operating there. How much is Kwara getting from it? And how much has that been translating to help the sources of Kwara State and bringing out of poverty?
Do you see, Mr. President, fixing all the, where is the word, loopholes in the mining sector? Let's just pick the mining sector.
Dele Alake has been working on it. One of the first area of monitoring is to say that all the cooperatives everybody should go and register. And all those who are not registered, they should delist their name and then make sure that they blacklist all of them. And then proper monitoring. There is another area which is causing a problem between the state and the federal. Who is going to monitor? Who is having the capacity, the authority to monitor? There is always there has been a clash between the state and the federal. And this area too has to be checked. If it is properly checked, if it is going to be the federal, let it be properly monitored so that we have proper monitoring of this sector and make sure that we have those resources coming to the purse of Nigeria and not private individual pockets.
All right, our time is really fast spent. Sincerely, we can keep talking more and more. But Doc, your parting shot. How we quality on the program.
Today, we have dealt so much on the systemic failure in the country, which we need the Mr. President to fix for us. Once we are able to fix the system, look at those our senior civil servants. Senior citizen, Yemi Asaju and Bamidele Ige. They have spoken. You see, by the time you retire after serving this country with their age and experience, coming to see this thing still happening. And what was even happening during their time that they could not stomach, and it's not happening now, and they cannot do anything. It's called for somebody to cry for the country. So we need to fill the system and to make the system work so that Nigeria can be better for all of us. It's a project that we all have to work on, put our hand on deck.
Thank you so much, Doc. We sincerely appreciate once again. That's the voice of Dr. Hadi Moshood, an educationist, a passionate Nigerian, and I will use the word a grassroots vanguard. Is not tired. We are together on a project. Very soon you'll get to know what's happening in his community. And those involved will be brought to book, I believe, very soon. And peace and sanity, development, and more will be brought to his community. On this note, I sincerely appreciate as many that made their positions known from Ilorin to Oro to Ofa, Abuja. Those that reacted virtually, we say thank you. Yes, to my studio manager, I say thank you. That is impression of Adering to Irene. To my producer, impression of Mr. Taiwo Adediro, a very big thank you, sir. My general manager, impression of Mr. Michael Abiodun Olarewaju. Just as I used to say, if you have to do something, make sure what you're doing is noble enough. Make sure what you're doing will make you bigger. What you're doing will make you brighter. What you're doing is enough to make you better. And remember, let love lead. At exactly 10, you have Ebawa Dase. It's still your shining supreme radio station, Diamond 88.7 FM. I remain Joseph Emeribe. Good morning.
I'm in love. I'm obsessed. And I don't even feel guilty about it.
Obsessions are not always bad, especially when it's an obsession with your favorite radio station, Diamond 88.7 FM. We're obsessed with enhancing your radio experience. Diamond 88.7 FM, shining supreme.
This is our promise. We made up our minds to do something new, something different, do more, do the impossible, do better, do big, do good, do it again and again and again. Do what no one else has done with radio. This is our promise at Diamond FM. Diamond 88.7 FM, shining supreme.
It's Callus the Carpenter.